Welcome back to our channel, that is Ajay Kumar Yadav. In today's class we are going to discuss about the next concept of our class, that is nothing but mechanics. In this mechanics concept we are going to discuss few more concepts related to the class. So last class we have been talking about the for one dimension object, two dimension object, three dimension object. In the today's class we are going to discuss about the quantities. So we are going to discuss about the quantities. Basic quantities we know very well, that is distance, distance, displacement, distance, displacement, work, power, energy, and we have many other concept, many other quantities related to them. Even we have we have a concept called as the current. These quantities are correlated to them. Now we are going to keenly discuss about the topic called as the displacement. In this displacement, distance and the displacement concept, which is said to be as the very basic ones. So first point we are going to discuss about the distance. In this distance concept we are going to discuss the important key, that is definition part. If I would like to go ahead with the definition part, let us start with the definition section. It is the it is the it is the length of the actual path, length of the actual path, actual path traversed by an object, traversed traversed by a body, traversed by a body from its initial and the final position, from its initial as well as final position, they are said to be as the distance. So it is the length of an actual path traversed by a body from its initial as well as final position. This is called as the distance. And if I would like to say distance is a what kind of quantity, means distance is a scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity which has only magnitude, but no direction. It has only magnitude but no direction. Now we are going to discuss about the SI units of the distance. The SI unit of the distance is meter, and the CGS unit is said to be as of a distance is centimeter. So I would like to go ahead with the next part of our class, that is nothing but the displacement. As we know very well, displacement, even we can give the many examples related to the distance. That is, if I take this triangle like thing, and if I represent with the arrow mark, then you would like to understand with A, then here C, here B. If I say distance traveled by the body, if a cyclist is traveling from the distance ACB, so how would you like to represent the distance traveled by the cyclist? The distance traveled by the cyclist is A to C plus C to B. That is the distance traveled by the cyclist. And distance will be always, the last keyword I would like to represent with the distance. Distance is always positive and 0, but not negative. Distance is always positive and 0 but not negative. Next, I would like to start up with the next part of our class, that is nothing but displacement. Displacement, let us focus on the definition part. Sir, what is the definition part of the displacement? Displacement means displacement of a body or object. Displacement of an object is the change in the position, change in the position, change in the position of an object, change in the position of an object towards its direction, towards its direction. So this is the definition of an displacement. And displacement, if you would like to consider with, displacement is always vector quantity. Vector quantity, as we know very well, it has both magnitude as well as the direction. It is vector quantity. It is always vector quantity. It has both magnitude as well as direction. It has both magnitude as well as direction. As well as direction. That means it is a vector quantity. And the displacement, SI unit of the displacement is considered as same meter, and CGS unit of the displacement is considered as centimeter, and its unit is always considered. If I say the body has to be represented for a displacement, the representation or abbreviation of the displacement is considered as AB vector or A vector or B vector. AB vector or A vector or B vector. So let us talk the basic things. As we know very well, what is the distance, sir? Distance is the length of an actual path traversed by a body from its initial as well as the final position. This is called as distance. In the sense, you can also call distance as the actual path traveled by the body is called as the distance. Actual path traveled by the body is called as the distance. Distance is always scalar quantity, first point. Then it has only magnitude but not the direction, because that is the clear representation for scalar quantity. SI unit of distance is meter, CGS unit of distance is centimeter. Next, come back to, even we can understand by means of drawing this diagram also, that cyclist or car or vehicle or any other motion object you can represent. Next, we are going to talk about different positions of this triangle. In this representation, body is traveling from A to C and plus C to B. We are adding both the distances and we are calling it them AC plus CB. Distance is always measured as positive. Distance is always measured as 0. Always measured as the 0, but not negative. Next, we are going to also discuss about the displacement. As we know very well, displacement of an object is the change in the position of the object towards its own direction. Sir, in the other sense, how can we write that? In the other sense, we can say that it is the shortest path traveled by the body. Shortest path traveled by the body is called as the displacement. Displacement is a vector quantity which has both magnitude as well as the directions, and the SI unit of displacement is meter, CGS unit of displacement is centimeter, and displacement can also be represented as AB bar or AB vector. I hope you could have understood about the concept of a distance and displacement. Soon we will meet with the next new concept of our mechanics, and we'll try to discuss more clarity about the next concept. Till then, keep subscribing, watching the channel, that is Ajay Kumar Yadav. Thank you very much.